Hi there 12-week essential fitters. This is your video to go through MyFitnessPal and how to track food. I'm going to show you the MyFitnessPal on the computer, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like on your mobile device, so you can use it either way. So hopefully you're going to set up an account, and I won't take you through how to do the account setup because I've already got my account on here, but we will go through how to add food and track effectively. Okay, so let's jump on. So this is the MyFitnessPal desktop. It's your home screen and it has everything on there with your account and settings and logout, etc. You've got the home and goals and check-in tabs along the top here with the settings tab, and you can add in your food directly here, depending upon how you've got it set up. I've got mine 7 AM, 10 AM, 1 PM, so I've got mine set to days, times of day, and in here you can just search for a food directly, or you can add the checked foods, so you can select the item and then add check, or just do a quick search, search for oats, and then it comes up with all the oats that you can use. You'll see the set serving sizes as 100 grams mostly, but if you only wanted to have, say, 50 grams, you could just change that number there, 0.5, and that will make that 50 grams, and then you can add to diary and you'll see that added in. And then if we was to add another food, say flaxseed, and then you've got options that have matched that food. So I don't like any of these options, so if I scroll down and I find one I like this Linwood's one, again 100 grams, well I don't want 100 grams of flaxseed, I only want, say, 16 grams, and then I add that in, and you can see the calories and everything here added in for that food. Once you start building up a bit of a history, you can then select foods from your history that you would like to add in. So what we got here, we've got some raspberries, blueberries, some avocado, for 35 grams of avocado, and then if I just check all of those, and then I've practically got my meal in already by just a few clicks of my button. I can see my amount of calories, carbs, total fat and protein. So that meal has got 18 grams of protein, so I want to add some more protein into that meal. So if I add in my soya protein, and then I select which soya protein I want to use, I use the pulsing one, and I'm going to say add in 20 grams of protein. So that's added in that 20 grams of protein, giving me another update of my protein allowance and showing that my full protein for that meal is 33 grams. So that's not bad, considering that a goal would be to have 100 grams of protein. So yeah, so that I can see my settings. So it'll have the database, you can have your foods, or you can put your recipes and change the settings. In the settings you can note your meal names, so it will probably come up like breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, etc. But I put mine towards the time of day, because I just found it easy just to monitor when I was eating, etc. So that would be, you can have those settings however you like. But if we go into our goal area, this is where you can update your goals. So from the macronutrients that I give you, so your calories and your protein, you can edit them here. So this is an old 1300, but if I change that to 1400 calories per day, and then I want how much a percentage of my daily intake to come from protein, say 30%, that will automatically update. But then I want to change the carbohydrates and fats so that I've lessened the carbohydrate percentage and up the fat slightly, so I've got a 40-30-30 split. I've still got 100% there, but then I've got my new targets for the amount of protein, carbohydrate and fat I want to have as my macronutrient breakdown there. So hopefully that's clear. So save those changes back. Some of this is all for lock content, so you can't really get into that because it's for the free version. You're not paying for the pro version, and you can do check-in weights there, etc., but you're going to be checking in on the progress sheet with me, and then you've got your profile there. So the desktop version is really quite thorough. So I invite you to have a play around with MyFitnessPal and get familiar with it on the desktop. You can add in like exercise and everything, but as I'll explain later, I don't really want you to include exercise in MyFitnessPal. Also, you can actually change your dates here. So from the food diary, you can change your dates, and if you wanted to just add in for the next day as you're pre-planning all of the same foods that you wanted as the previous day, then you can add them in directly by adding the checkbox and then adding checked, and they go directly in. If you're anything like me, I kind of use the same quantities of things, and it's a really good quick way of adding in your food. If you didn't like something, you can delete it and remove from the day. Also, as a quick tool, you can just copy from dates, or copy to dates, or copy yesterday's food. You can add in recipes here as well. So if you create home cooked meals that are not anything barcoded or anything, you can create your recipe. If you go into the recipe importer, then you can add the recipe manually, or if you wanted to, you could do a quick Google search for your recipe. So let's just say overnight oats, that's a good one. So select the recipe that you want to copy, and then all you need to do is highlight the URL. It's got those ingredients, so highlight the URL, copy that, and then paste it into the MyFitnessPal there, and then import. One thing you will have to do is just change the way the ingredients look, so it doesn't like all of the extra wording and everything that you get with the recipes from blogs and things. So all you need to do is just make sure you've got like a basic recipe ingredients with amounts, the item there, and then you can match the ingredients. So under overnight oats, you've got your nice picture there. Right, so it's got what, 1/4 teaspoon of the spice, 50 grams of the porridge, yogurt, mixed berries, and a nut butter. So that's pretty much matched up pretty well. You could obviously change or replace the item, the recipe item, and then you can save it and save and log it. So you can save it if you want to use it later, or if you wanted to log it directly in, you can log it, save and log, and put it in. So that's it for the desktop. So you can log out of the desktop version, and we will switch over to the phone version. I'm going to show you now the MyFitnessPal app on your phone. So when you've downloaded the app from your iPhone Play Store or App Store or the Google Play Store, then you will get the icon for MyFitnessPal. Now, if you've already set it up on the desktop, you can obviously log in via yourself, and then you've got access to your home screen. So what you see is the main area, which is your calories, and it will tell you your calories remaining, and if you want to share anything, and then there's some blog posts, and it's your activity feed that you see. So a quick mention is down at the bottom you've got your plus sign. You can add foods and anything new settings in there directly via that plus button. So you've got weight, exercise, food, water or status. So you can add a food directly using that plus sign. So if I wanted to go into my 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. calendar, it's there. Or you can come down the bottom and you've got your home, diary and me. So if you click on diary, then you can go straight into your diary that way. I don't think it really matters which way, it's however way you're preferred. One thing also about using it on the phone is that you've got some really good features that you don't actually see on the desktop. The desktop version would be really good for when you're pre-planning diary, then the desktop is a really good, quick, easy way to do it. But if you wanted to, obviously you could do it in your phone, and I'll show you some really good things here. So like the desktop, you just add food, and if you wanted to already start, once you start using it and you've already got like quite a bit of a history starting to build up, you've got the function to multi-add foods. So like the breakfast that I added before, if I didn't already pre-plan that into my diary, I can click on and say oats, flaxseed, soya milk, avocado, whatever I've put into my breakfast that day, and then I've got 7 things selected, and I can okay that, and that goes straight into the diary. Now also, the one thing that is good with the MyFitnessPal is that you've got the option for barcode scanning your food. So if I wanted to add something that's got a barcode, and the database, I must add, is actually pretty good, but you just need to watch if it actually matches up the calculations for the protein, carbs and fat in the database is the same as it's noted on the item of food. So if you wanted to add something that had a barcode, you was out and about, let's just take a smoothie. I've got one of the kids' smoothies. So if I wanted to add the barcode, I've got this smoothie here from the kids. What I do is I find the barcode on the packet, and then I put it within the line, and then it would search the item. So that's already noted it as a apple and blackcurrant innocent smoothie for kids. So it's already got the serving size of 180 millilitres. If I wanted to change that, of however much I didn't drink the whole thing or what, I can change it there. And then I add, so for my serving size, or if I had more of them, I can add however many I had. And then once I've gone through and you check that you've got the right carbohydrates, fat and protein, you can just click the tick button, and that's gone into your diary. So you could go along and just, if you know for a week, or your lunch, or you've gone to Tesco's for a lunch and you wanted to just pick up a sandwich that's got a barcode, you could just literally put the barcode via MyFitnessPal and it will go into your diary. One of the things as well is that it will tell you how what benefits that food has. So that food has got a lot of vitamin C, and it can give you, if it's already been entered into the database, it will give you quite a good breakdown of how those that's got 63% vitamin C, how they match up with the nutrients and the macronutrients there. I did say MyFitnessPal app has got a really good feature. What it is up at the top right hand corner, you've got your little pie chart with 2 pieces of pie taken out of it. If you click on the pie chart, you have got the nutrients and breakdown for the day and your macros breakdown. You've got different week, you can views. You can do it as a week view or a day view. So on that day there, and you can change it over to there. So basically on this test day, you can see that so far there has been total 33 grams of protein. My goal was 98, so I've got 65 grams left. Obviously we're not tracking majorly how far the carbohydrates and fats are going, but what we are trying to concentrate on is getting that protein goal. So I know that I need to up my proteins. And you've also got the other like vitamins and mineral breakdown as well, if you're trying to reach a goal with making sure you're getting enough vitamin C or iron or something. And you can change that into, from nutrients, you can go across into macros. And if we're actually looking at the food to show that how our macronutrients have been broken down, so I can see at the moment my total energy percentage on this day so far is 42% has been carbohydrates, 34% has been fat, and 24% has been the protein, with the percentage, with the actual gram noted amounts next to those macronutrients. And you can see it reminds you of your goal as well. So that's not too bad a goal, really. Look at that. So from what I've already put into the diary, 40% carbohydrates, 30% fat, and nearly 30% protein. So as using MyFitnessPal, I would recommend that you just start using it. So on your first day, if you wanted to, you could put, obviously you can check your goals and everything like that. You can put in your recipes via the app directly as well, like we did on the desktop, and you can see your progress charts, and you can link it up so that it's got your steps, so you choose a device that you would like to link it to. So I wouldn't actually recommend you linking it to any devices at the moment, purely because it starts changing the amount and your goal percentages and your calorie like your calorie goals. It will take into consideration the amount of activity that you've been doing. We don't really want to do that at the moment. For the first week, all we want to do is actually just track your calories. So let me just come off of this. So I hope that gives you a really good idea on how to use MyFitnessPal either via the desktop or on your mobile. And if you have any questions about it, or would like to talk about it any further, then please ask in the 12-week Essential Fitter group, and I really look forward to working with you there. Okay, so see you soon. Bye.